who are you Blues fan? We're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
Hello out there, we're on the air, it's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Second period, where players dance with skates aflash. The home team trails behind, but they grab the puck and go bursting up, and they're down across the line. They storm the trees like bumblebees. They travel like a burning flame. We see them slide the puck inside. It's a 1-1 hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Take me where hockey players.
Presented by Scott Credit Union, your St. Louis
Fan Report. Aloha and mahalo. Welcome to the St. Louis Fan Report, the BlueNote Fan Report, the Hockey Fan Report, whatever name you want to call it. We're here for you tonight. What did you think of my good old hockey game?
I liked that. That was awesome.
I've never heard that before. It popped up like by accident or something, and I seen a couple of different videos for it, and I was like, I don't know which one I want to use, but I think I'm going to do a promo with that, right?
I like that.
I'm sure I'll get the song strike, but you know what? Who cares? We don't make enough. We don't make any money off this. So until we're start getting big enough, or I get someone to play the song for me, we'll just go with it, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Well.
Hey, Ryan. Yeah,
it
is a big night. I was just saying, hey, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan. How you doing, man? Hey, Ryan, I want to say something real quick, man. I know I came off kind of hard to you yesterday, and I didn't mean that. I didn't understand the entire situation that was going on. I tried to be completely impartial, and I probably shouldn't have been. Josh is a friend of mine. You were a friend of mine. And sometimes when you get put in that situation, it's very hard to deal with. I know that Ashley restarted the Our St. Louis Blues group, and we are going to, hopefully Ashley doesn't get mad at me for saying this, invite you to be an admin again. We would love for you to run that group like you were before, because you were doing a great job.
Yeah, you were, but I wasn't sure yet, so I hadn't sent him an admin request, but I wanted to. So it's whatever.
Me and him had a talk today. Mm-hmm. And I think we got, see, there we go.
I'm sending it now, bud.
Okay, we got it swept under the rug. It's taken care of. Sometimes in the heat of the moment, you don't realize what's going on. And that's what that was, right? That was a heat of the moment thing. You didn't realize what was going on. And that's what we got. That's what we got. So I was going to invite Kevin here this on, but he doesn't even want to watch the game. He's a Canucks fan we've had him on before. Mm-hmm. Right? Remember we had him on before? And he's like, I don't even want to watch this massacre. I don't think it's going to be a massacre today.
I do think it's going to be a massacre, but wishful thinking, I guess, on my part.
Well, here's the only thing, and I had about a 40-minute conversation today with Mike Zook. And we may get Mike on tomorrow.
I would be so excited.
Well, he's got orders to fill. But depending on where he's at, if he can, he's going to come on, right? Great guy. Logan Brown on the Barber 7 Terracing.
I think it's going to look good. I think
I don't.
I think it'll
really,
be fine.
I'm shaking on that. I actually, if you'd asked me who I would have rather put there, I would have bumped Brown up between Kyrou and Saad and brought Thomas down.
You
Right?
see, they don't want to separate Thomas and Cairo. They're just
I
not going to
get
do it at this
and I
point.
understand that. But is Brown the disher? Is Brown going to be able to dish the puck to Barbashev and Tarasenko like they need him to do? Right? Yeah, the Canucks are in our boat. They've got like a guy that I think he started his first game in 4 years the other day. Right? So but you know what? That doesn't matter because look what happened when we had Lindgren in. Lindgren went and shut people down.
Yes,
Right?
he
So
sure
you can't
did.
sit there and go, "Oh my goodness, da 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 da." I no man. I need the Brad Pond translator there. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah,
he's saying
I'm
the
lost
St.
here,
Louis
bud.
Blues come and Fredericton is a town. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Can the Blues come to Fredericton? I mean, honestly, I don't know, bud. I wish I could help you there. E's here. Yes, E, it is great to see you. Again, guys, I can't always hit all your comments. I try. Right? I really try, but we got to keep things going on. We got to move. We got to keep what we're talking about. So that's one of the complaints of the show is that I'm so freaking scatterbrained.
Yeah.
That also might be one of the reasons people like it so much, but it's like, it's like I love duality. It's like your greatest strength is your greatest weakness.
Yeah.
So my greatest strength is that I'm scatterbrained. My greatest weakness is that I'm scatterbrained.
Exactly.
Vancouver seems to be a problem for us. Yeah, in the last 10 games, they're like, what was it? I was looking at it today. I was like, they've actually in the last 10 against us, they've had some good numbers against us. And
Yes.
that's not counting the playoffs.
No,
Right?
it's not.
That wasn't counting the playoffs. So let's see. Vancouver is 4-3-3 in their last 10 games versus St. Louis, 3-0-2 in their last 5, and that's not counting the playoffs where they were 4-2. Right? So that's kind of an issue. But I'm wondering how much of an issue Justin Falk's going to be.
I don't really foresee him being an issue. He might not be a favorite for Canadian fans right now, but he's
Yeah.
just speaking honestly, and even the Canucks are saying that the fact that they had to leave players in the United States, like they can't even come home until their 10 days are up. So the Canadian teams are also complaining.
Okay, I get it. Well, thank you, E. That's one of them I put up there for a while back. I might start rotating my jerseys around a little bit.
Just don't put the reverse retro back up. That was some bad juju.
Yeah, I know, and I can't believe that because I like it so much.
I know you do. Unless you're wearing it, don't hang it.
Okay. I don't even think they want me to wear it.
I don't mind if you wear it.
Blues Facebook said the Canucks are kind of hot. They're 3-3-1 this month. No, they are. They are on a hot streak. Bruce Boudreau has done something. This is his 1,000th game coached. Right? 1,000th game coached. Really, great thing for him. He's coached some great teams. He is a good coach. He does have them believing in themselves. Right? And you know what? He's going to walk in a locker room and look around him, and he's going to go, that team over there? They're just as good as they are. Go out and prove it.
Yeah, I watched an interview of his today, a press conference, leading up to his thousands game and their COVID whatever. But his attitude was really impressive because he's like, yeah, we're going to watch the videos, but we're not going to focus on them. We're going to focus on playing our game and doing what we know how to do, and everything else will fall in place. And I really liked that.
Yeah, that's a great attitude to have. Basically, what he's saying is, St. Louis can play our game. Well, there's one thing that the Blues have done this season that really surprises me is they allow a team for the first 10 minutes to play their game. And then they counter it. Well, the only problem I see with that is, okay, you can do that against Vancouver. You can do that against Seattle. You can't do that against Calgary. You can't do that against Minnesota. Well, actually, they did against Minnesota and ended up winning. Oh, my goodness. But, yeah, there are teams out there that you cannot do it against. And, okay, so the last I saw, Bills were up by 3 with 2 minutes to go. So someone's got to keep me coming. Trexon, we're coming. Watch out. Well, yeah, but without Bennington. And actually, I think I'm kind of impressed that they're giving Husso to start today. But it also, to me, I sent you the link, Lance, unless you didn't want to come on, bud. I sent you the link in the dual one. Oh, and that reminds me, I'm glad I'm doing it. I need to do something real quick, guys. I woke up this morning some really bad news. Carolyn Brown Hussmith, or Carolyn Brown as I knew her, is a lady that I went to high school with. And about 10 years ago, she really, when they tried to close Cleveland a couple of times, she really got involved. Right? I mean, got involved. And in 14, she was one of the leaders of the protesting down in Ferguson. Just really a special lady. And for me personally, in 2018, when I went through basically what created this, she was one of the first ones there. She lost her battle with cancer last night. And I'm struggling with it, to be honest, because Carolyn was a special lady. Unfortunately, she lost both of her sons to suicide. And I know that now she's with them. But what I'd like to do, if you don't mind, or if you're okay with it, I'd like to do a moment of silence for Carolyn and for anyone that's suffering from cancer right now. I know there's some people out there that have lost friends from cancer in the last week or so. I want to give this moment of silence for them, so we can just honor that fight. Are you okay with that, Ashley?
Absolutely.
So please, if you can, remove your hats and bear with us as we take a moment of silence for those who are fighting cancer, including, and I forgot to mention, Steve Francis, who was the admin of the St. Louis Blues hockey history group that I got kicked out of because of the new asshole admin, but that's another here nor there thing. So this is for all of those who have lost their lives to cancer and those fighting. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Can you send Lance a quick link to make sure?
I did, but he said he's already upstairs.
Oh, okay. So no problem. Maybe we'll have him later. I just wanted to do that, and thank you, Ashley, for allowing me to do that. I really do appreciate that. There's certain times I think we tried to do that for your brother when your brother passed also. So I try and honor people the best I can. There are a lot of things going on, but we still try to do the best. Blues are in Vancouver. I put a thing on Vancouver's on an island. I wonder if anybody got that. So there's actually a really large island called Vancouver Island. And with all the players they had out, they're alone by themselves right now. They don't know. I honestly don't know how they're doing it, man. Yeah, Mary, I know about your fight, and we're there for you too, Mary. I don't know how they're doing it. I can't believe that their games haven't been postponed or whatever, but they say that they can play, so let them play, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is game number 41, the halfway mark. We win this game today, we'll have 55 points.
Mm-hmm.
That's 110 pace.
Yep.
There are like 12 or 15 teams in the league right now on a pace for 100 or more points. It's going to take 99 points, maybe 96 to make the playoffs.
Yeah, it sure is. But then again, you got to keep in mind that we're heading into that part of the season where we're getting close to the All-Star break. Teams are going to start switching it up, and they're going to start slumping. So I don't think that many teams are actually going to end up with over 100 points, but we'll see.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm kind of hoping that you see some of that too, but I just hope it's not the Blues that are slumping. I mean, they haven't yet, but 99, 113 points, I think it was, but that's not their best season. I think they had 100 and I think they had one season better than that. I think they had a 116 point season. I think the year that Chicago won the President's Cup, and the Blues were a point behind them. They had a little bit more than that, right? So that's the final. Buffalo knocks off KC 36-33.
Wow, a bunch of upsets.
Oh, big upset. I mean, Tom Brady got his butt handed to him today.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, by the Rams, and the thing is, they came back and the Rams pulled the Rams got revenge for 1990 or 2001.
Mm-hmm.
The 2001 Super Bowl. And yes, I'm not a Rams fan, but I know enough about sports. Jordan Kyrou, they're kind of showing him today. Kyrou is on pace for 95 points. 3 seconds left, and Casey trying to tie it with a field goal. Oh, that would be special.
That would.
That would be so. You give us the heads up, Shockey. You let us know what happens. I'd have to look at Blues records for points. Normally, I have that stuff pulled like right up. I don't at the moment. Oh yeah, game goes to OT, tie game. Go, wow, man, nice. Yeah, my mom's a Chiefs fan, so.
1999 to 2000 team has the record with 114 points during the regular season.
Okay, so that was the President's Cup team, right? And we're right behind that. I mean, we're right behind that, and we'll just kind of see what happens. And I like what the Blues are doing. I like the way that they're playing hockey. I was talking to Zook about this, and he said this is probably the most talented team that we've ever had. 1 to 16.
Mm-hmm.
He says we have 3. This is a guy that's played hockey for 60 years. Okay, he says we have 3 number 1 lines.
Mm-hmm.
Our numbers are, and he said our number 4 line could be a number 2 or even a number 1 on some teams.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, you just look at what they're doing. And right now, for me, they just need to keep doing it. And you said it yesterday. You said the Blues just have to win the games in front of them.
Exactly.
Right? And let everything else take care of itself. I'm on board with that, believe it or not. I'm scared of what the Avalanche are. And okay, fair enough, right? That's a heck of a team. As long as you got a lot of Canadian cities on your schedule, it might be a requirement to gain 99. No, that's not going to happen, Texan. I mean, if it comes down to it, it's going to come down to points percentage.
Mm-hmm.
I've said this before. I've said it before. Until they hit game 82, really, I know they set the standings by points, but that's not what they go by. They go by points percentage, and if these teams don't hit that mark, that's what's going to happen. Now, they just went and released a new schedule. They have February games. They have teams that are playing more games in February and March and April now. But we don't know what's going to happen with the thing. KC gets the coin toss and will receive an OT. Well, now I know why we don't have as many viewers.
Yeah, it's totally the football. Yeah, and it's Kansas City, so right. That seems to be everybody's team.
Hockey game, the greatest game you can.
They'll join us when this is over.
Yeah, they will. What are your expectations for tonight? What would you like to see in the first period?
I would like to see keeping it simple, because that's what they're going to have to do with all their COVID players out. So you counter that by keeping your game simple as well. Don't get too fancy, or they'll be able to, put the puck down our throats. So keep it simple, short, crisp passes, get a cycle going.
I think that. Well, I mean, I sound like a broken record when it comes down to it. I'm talking about actually. I had said that I thought 96 is what's going to make the playoffs. Maybe 90. There's just a lot of teams out there that Docky's watching football and kind of paying attention to us. What was it in the Let's Go Blues group, right?
Mm-hmm.
Someone put a post. I'm just watching football until hockey comes on. I said, "Oh no, you're watching football until the BlueNote Fan Report comes on." And the guy that runs that group goes, "Great plug."
Yeah, Doug's awesome.
Yeah, Doug is pretty cool, and he's giving me I've made him and one of the ladies. Actually, she was the first fan of the game that I actually said the wrong name to.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, she laughed her butt off when I did it, and I felt so bad. I had her picture up and said the wrong name. She's like, "Oh wow, now I have an alias." Kim did. So Kim is very very sweet, and I love the fact. I'm kind of, you know, I'm having a little struggle with Billy being in net tonight. I understand it, but I just, why, if you had planned on putting Billy in the net tonight, did you put Billy in the net against Seattle?
Well, it could go to what you were saying on wanting to showcase him. So putting him against a team that he plays well would showcase him before the deadline. It also, like they were even reporting before we played Seattle, that they think that Villy would get 2 games out of this, and it's not necessarily, again, anything against Bennington. They're giving him some rest. They're giving him time to get his composure because he's obviously having a mental, block right now. So it happens. Everybody goes through it. But at the end of the day, they really want Bennington versus Calgary, which is what I would do too. And they're not going to play him 2 games back to back.
I know, but now you're looking at the last time that Bennington played, he got shelled, right? Mm-hmm. Right. The last time he played, didn't he give up? Was that Toronto?
Yeah.
Or did he have a win in there?
I think it was. Hold on. No, it was Toronto.
Right. So now the last time he played, he got shelled. He gave up that tough game against Toronto, and now you're going to have him play Calgary, which is a 600, basically a 600 click team. I would have rather him start against one of these against Seattle and get that positive mentality against a team like that going into Calgary tomorrow, because tomorrow to me is a really, really important game.
It is a really important game, and I don't disagree with you. If they're going to showcase Villy, they're going to put him in situations where he can succeed, so that the teams that are looking for a goaltender are going to be like, "Oh, look, he had a 5-0 shutout."
Yeah, I know. I have an article like half written on Villy getting traded. The possibility of him getting traded, and I don't know if I should finish it or not. But to me, it just feels like that's what they're doing. They're showcasing him.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, I've been saying it for a while, but I kind of go back and forth. But I said it first, and everyone laughed at me. But I really think that because his contract is up, and because they're not going to be able to offer him $1 million deal, he's going to be traded. We'd rather get something than nothing.
Husso's a Finn. Don't need any other reason to start him. No, Trexan, with all due respect, absolutely, you need another reason to start him than him being a Finn. I'm sorry. I think Husso is a decent goalie, but he's been down in the minors way too long. Really, last season, if he was going to show anything, he should have showed it last season, and he didn't.
It was still his first season. Yeah, and he didn't play. He didn't perform poorly. He performed probably right where we needed him to be. I would have liked him to get one more win under his belt, but he was not a disappointment last season. He just wasn't overly exceptional either.
Okay, that's a fair point. I don't have any Husso memorabilia, at least not yet. I mean, I try and collect as much stuff as I can. I think you guys know that. Mm-hmm. But at the moment, I don't have anything. To be honest, I'm not a big goalie fan. Okay, Trexan, and that's a fair assessment. I see where you're going there. Chris says a rookie with no preseason, and that's a fair point too. I don't know. I just got to, and I think he's 25.
He's a year younger than Bennington, I thought.
Then he's 27 because Bennington's 28, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm double checking right now. 26.
Yeah, no, he turns 26 shortly, right?
No, he'll turn 27 on February 6th.
Okay, yeah, I knew it was close. There was something close there. Let me see. Why can't I pull it up when I want it? Oh, I can never pull anything up when I want it. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Philly Husso was born in '95, so
Yeah, he'll be 27 in a couple weeks.
February 6th.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, so real close from Helsinki, Finland. It's been, I got it. I'll say this. Bushnevich had to stay in Seattle. He can fly to Calgary tomorrow morning. Right, so he will be there tomorrow morning. 27 to 29, typical maturation years for goalies. Yeah, I get that, but there's some other things that have just been happening. They have Demko, Horvat, Miller, Garland, Halleck, Martin, and Silov on the COVID list. That's 1 and 2 of their goalies. That's their best 2 players, Horvat and Miller. And then, oh my goodness, I feel sorry.
Actually, it's their top 3 scorers.
Yeah.
All of their goaltenders.
Well, hold on. You guys said KC won, but if they kick the field goal first without the other team getting the ball, the other team still gets the ball. So unless they scored a touchdown. So is that what happened?
Hold on.
$1 million for a backup is reasonable. And actually, see, he doesn't come in and play for $1 million. I knew when she said that. What we were looking at was we were looking at a 1.5 to 2.5 for Villy, and we didn't think that he would take that. So they scored the TD and ended the game. There we go. So there you go. It was a touchdown. So we got everyone telling us, and now maybe our numbers will jump up as we just get ready to go into the as we get closer to puck drop.
I see we're at 10 now.
Oh my goodness, the life of a mom. We got you. We got you.
Totally understand that.
So the one thing that I heard from one guy was, I can't believe they're playing this. Why didn't they play this game in the afternoon on a Sunday? And I'm kind of with them on that, right? Mm-hmm. Why is it a night game on a Sunday? That's not the best thing for them. I want the Blues to show that killer instinct tonight, right? And I was right. I looked at some of the stuff coming out of Seattle. They were upset that the Blues were like taking it easy on them in the third, right? Like Bushnevich barely scoring, Parayko not trying, and then they said that it looked like Kyrou actually tried to dig the puck keep the puck from going in the net.
It did,
right?
Actually.
Right. So for them, they felt like that the Blues were embarrassing them by not scoring, right? By trying to not score. And I said that. Yes, I said that on Friday, and I think I said it yesterday. That's what it felt like to me.
I mean, it was, but the Blues, you got to look at them. They're nice, and they don't need to be this nice. But, I remember, even me as a fan, I prefer not to see a blowout, a 9-0 game. So, when we were playing Colorado in the playoffs, I was very irritated when they just kept putting in the empty nets because I'm like, you already got the game. Stop it.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. On that. Yes, we have been told that the Chiefs win. Yay, Chiefs.
You could say that with a little bit more enthusiasm, Mr. Sarcasm over there.
I can't get behind football. I really can't.
I'm not a huge football fan. I was only kind of cheering for the Packers for my brother. They're out, so. But, I mean, they're excited, so we're excited. Yay, Chiefs!
I try. I have lost my thing for football. I would rather, to me, I love people that say football is the fastest, most exciting game. They spend the majority of the time of the clock not playing, right? The fastest, most exciting game is hockey. And the only other one that comes close is basketball, and I don't like basketball at all. Right?
I only like to play it. I don't like to watch it.
Yeah, what basketball is supposed to be and what it's become now. I'll tell you what they should do with football or basketball, right? They should take the net and raise it 2 foot, widen the court 5 foot, and stretch it 15 feet. No, seriously, right? Make the game become what the game is supposed to be, shooting the ball. not slam dunking it and alley-ooping and all that stuff, posterizing somebody. Make shooting become part of the game, right? And it's not part of the game. And also, instead of a 3-point shot, add a 4-point shot. Push the line back 3 feet, right? And add that, right? That's what I'd like to see.
I'm with you, Hefner.
Yeah, football is boring. I mean, it's like it's a drag race. Stop. You ever go to a drag race, right? You go to a drag race, you get this, exhilarating 6 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever it is, and then it takes 20 minutes to get the next pair of cars set up and ready to go. Right? And that's what football is to me, right? Yeah, half court shots because of Curry. Well, not slams anymore. Well, I don't know. I just don't play. I don't watch it, so I couldn't tell you yes or no. I want to see the Blues have killer instinct tonight, right? I really do. I want to see that instinct. I want to see them be up 3-0 after the first. I want to see them be up. I want them to see. I want a 9-0 game tonight, right? I want them to just get out there. Take these shots, do what they need to do, because they're going to need that killer instinct come Monday. Right?
I don't want Billy Husso to get a second shutout in a row, because that's just going to continue to add fuel of, we should just keep playing Husso.
The problem is the fuel's already there.
So I actually kind of want to see a 5-3 game.
I mean, a tight game be nice too, but the fuel's already there. And that's the problem. By starting Husso against Seattle and then starting him here, you already added the fuel to the fire. So it doesn't matter what he does in this game. The fuel's there.
Yep. I don't like those huge 9-0 wins anyways. I like it closer.
Okay, well, we'll take it. But that, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do remember going out to Cahokia to watch some of those drag races they had out there. Had a friend of mine that was into it. Who had a friend that had a 6-pack, right? A Dodge Demon 6-pack, right? So, and he would take it out there and run it. So I remember those. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Brad. I can't understand that one.
Yeah. Our Brad Pond translator machine's broken. I mean, they just showed Parayko's penalty shot. He did not want to take that shot at all.
No, he did not. It was in slow-mo. It was great.
Yeah, he was like, he rocked him to sleep is what he did.
Pretty much.
Oh, shit. The goal just went in. Okay, game's almost on. The Blues, they're a team that what I want to see him do, what I'd like to see him do is get Vancouver frustrated so you can get on your penalty kill, or even if you're in the box, right? Or if you're in the box, because our special teams right now are something special.
That's how Vancouver's going to lose this game. Because if you look at their stats, Vancouver hasn't been letting in 5-on-5 goals. They're getting killed whenever they take penalties or on the special teams.
Actually, I thought they were. Yeah.
Lately, they haven't been letting in. That was one of the things that their coach was talking about today.
Well, I don't think the numbers back that up, though. And I'm trying
you didn't send me the stat pack, so I couldn't verify that. I did
send it.
I never got it.
I sent it with the same thing with the link on the Ashley Lance one. I also put that video from the guy that did the gesture.
Okay.
It was above that. So they've scored 61 but allowed 58. So they're plus 3. 5-on-5. We're plus 15 5-on-5. We've scored 91 and allowed 76. So actually, I'd say they're not. I mean, they're okay 5-on-5, but that's not where they're they're best at. right? Did you know that the Blues lead the league in shorthanded goals?
No, I did not.
6 of them. Yeah, we lead the league in shorthanded goals. And Bozak got a shorthanded game winner.
Yeah, he did.
That was interesting. Then scheduled to make the COVID days, you need both goalies hot. So Billy being confident will be good for both goalies. I can't see Billy being around at the trade deadline. I really can't. Oh, Ryan, they don't have anybody. They don't have their 2 top goalies. They don't have Miller. They don't have Horvat. Everyone.
They don't even have their 3rd or 4th goalies. They're going with number 5.
Yeah. Yeah, with players out, it should be easy. I don't say it's going to be easy because,
Look at what the Blues did whenever they had this situation. I mean,
they went and
that's
played that
that's
strong.
why it's key to keep it simple. We don't want to get fancy around them because they're going to be keeping it simple.
Right. Yep. And like I said, I've seen this for a while now. When it comes to cycling, there are very few teams that can cycle as good as the Blues. They just don't get on it enough. If they can get on that cycle, the game's over.
Mm-hmm.
Right. If they can get on that cycle and get a couple of good solid cycles going on, stand by because this game will be over. What I want to do, I want to see them. I want to see the main lines. I want to see Kyrou Thomas, Barbashev, Tarasenko. I really want to see those guys get something done. I want to see that top line of Shen Perron and O'Reilly really pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's my goal for tonight. I want to see that line be the line tonight because I think they can be, and I think they're going to need to be against Calgary.
They will.
Right, so that's what I'm hoping for. Right. We're almost there. I'm kind of trying. I don't know how far behind I am. I mean, I'm watching right now, and I've got a golf commercial on. So the game should be coming on very shortly. So I guess as soon as this Dick's Sporting Goods Golf Galaxy commercial is over and the game comes back, we'll end and let you go to there. Guys, have great. Enjoy us. Share us out. Let people know about the BlueNote Fan Report. I do like that good old hockey game song. I'm going to see what I can do with it in the next week or so because we got a little bit of a break between games, with the All-Star game coming up and that. Could have Mike Zook on, and next week, Frank Cusimano is going to join us. Just got to set it up, but he's already given me the thumbs up, so I'll probably send him something tomorrow, look at the schedule, figure out what's going to be best, and see when we can have. They have the players on, so she might be a little bit ahead of me. I'm watching it on cable, not Bally, because my cable was jerking on me, so I went to Bally. My Bally was jerking on me, so I went to cable. So,
Okay.
Well, guys, have a great game. Enjoy it. We'll see you at the first period or at the first intermission. Ashley, what do you think is going to happen?
I'm hoping for a 5-3 Blues win.
5-3 Blues win. I'm not even going there yet. I'm going with the first period, 2-0 Blues. Okay, guys. See y'all at the second intermission. This is Guy and Ashley saying aloha, mahalo, and
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.